I've previously discussed Star Trek fan films, but today I thought we'd take a look at some from the world of Star Wars. Now, Star Wars fan productions have a well-established tradition at this point. Lucasfilm and Atom Films have previously run fan film awards contests for several years, though they haven't run these since 2018. Now, obviously it goes without saying that fan films must not generate any profit. Fan films are generally tolerated so long as they're relatively short films and they don't make any money. And that being said, there's some amazing and very imaginative films out there made by dedicated fans who really love the Star Wars franchise, and it shows. Most of them try to add something interesting and unique to the existing lore. There might be a story that expands upon a particular character backstory or gives us a unique perspective on a major event from some point in the franchise history. Although fan films are obviously not considered part of canon, many fan filmmakers do try to make their films respect established canon and not deviate too much from the storylines of the official feature films and series. Now today, I'm going to take a look at 4 fan films, and they're all relatively recent, beginning with this one made by Hellebust CG. It's called Yavin Escape. It's just over 8 minutes long, and it takes place after the Battle of Yavin. Now this one is all computer-generated animation, so that's very impressive by itself. Extremely impressive space shots and battle sequences, and a really nice visual aesthetic. It's told from the perspective of Darth Vader, and I really like the atmosphere that was created here. A great mood to this one, authentic locations, and great effects. Now, all the fan films I'm going to discuss today are linked below. And next up is The Last Trial, a Star Wars collateral story. This was written and directed by Marino Derez. Apologies if I haven't pronounced his name correctly. This is a very different production. This is primarily live action and shot on location in a desert setting. A captured Jedi is interrogated by Stormtroopers who want to know the location of the rebel base, and he's also stolen sensitive Imperial information. This is just a beautifully shot film. It's got cinematography that looks feature film quality, really high-end production values in terms of effects and costuming, and blaster and lightsaber action sequences that look every bit as good as official Star Wars, in my view. Our hero works alongside another Stormtrooper who's gone rogue. This one is just under 12 minutes long, and it's another example of a really faithfully created fan story that contributes nicely to continuity. This next one has over 30 million views on YouTube. You may have seen this one. It's called Darth Maul Apprentice by T7 Pro, written, produced, directed, and edited by Sean Boo. This is an incredible short story. As the name suggests, the film focuses on the character of Darth Maul and his development as the Emperor's latest protege. The film takes place primarily on location in a forest. It's shot and edited to a very high standard. Once again, we're talking feature film production quality. The cinematography, music, framing, the effects, all magnificent. But what really sets this apart is the fight choreography. It's as good as anything you're going to see in a fully professional big budget film. The stunts are fantastic. And the guy who plays Darth Maul, his name is Ben Sha'ama, I think, he's brilliantly cast. He's very like Ray Park, and his movements and fighting style are really authentic. The climax and the wide shots and aerial shots are really epic. Great action, dramatic tension and pacing. Very impressive. Now finally, this next one is the longest on this list, and wouldn't you know it, it was filmed here in Ireland, on locations in Cork, Waterford and Tipperary. It was written and directed by Michael Fitzgerald. It's called Stormtroopers Episode 2 Siege. It's a sequel to the 2018 Stormtroopers Episode 1 The Raid. This is 23 minutes long, so it feels like a half-hour episode of a TV show, and it's just unreal. The sets are so high quality. The costuming, the cinematography and the CG, they look like something from a big budget show. Incredible mood lighting, and the sound design by Alan Keogh is really good. The music is original. It was composed specifically for this film by Brian Lane, and he did a fantastic job. It's really intense and helps to provide an urgency and excitement to the story. There's so much attention to detail here, and another major thing the film has going for it is the brilliant use of locations from around Ireland. Obviously, Ireland has some spectacular natural beauty, ideal, breathtaking scenery for when you're trying to create some really dramatic and epic shots in your film. So that gives the film a unique cinematic look by itself. And they beautifully blended the colour grading and lighting for the CG with the colour grading they did for the live action shots. So the action is excellent. The film has a very edgy, almost dystopian kind of vibe about it. And I was blown away by the fact there's even underwater scenes in this. I mean, imagine how complex and sophisticated the shooting was here. A very engaging and immersive story, a highly polished production, and just wonderful talent in front of and behind the camera. Very impressive. It's interesting to me how fan films these days feel more true to the spirit of Star Wars than the official content we're getting, and that seems to be true of Star Trek fan films also. I do like to help promote the work of independent filmmakers, so please check out this list below. All the films are linked in the description box for you to go and check out. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.